She lived alone in a single-story house on the edge of a small town. Worked night shifts, slept most of the day. Didn't have many friends, didn't need them. Her routine was simple, until one Friday at exactly 3:12 a.m., someone knocked on her front door. Not a loud bang, not frantic, just two slow, deliberate knocks. Knock, knock. She sat up in bed, confused. No one had ever come to her door that late. She waited, frozen. No more knocks. No footsteps, nothing. She assumed it was a prank. Maybe a drunk neighbor. She went back to sleep. The next night, it happened again, same time, same pattern. Knock, knock. Now she was scared. She checked her front door camera the next morning, but between 3:10 and 3:15 a.m., the footage was corrupted, black screen. The rest of the night clear as day. The third night she stayed awake. Phone in hand, lights off. Waiting rot, 12 a.m. Knock, knock. But this time, there was no one at the door. She checked the peephole, nothing. Checked the window, nothing. Just darkness, but she heard it again. A slow, low creaking. Her front doorknob turned, just slightly. She called the police. They searched the area, found nothing. No fingerprints, no tire tracks. They said it was probably kids messing around. To make her feel better, they installed a motion light and left her with a second camera, one placed across the street. Night 4. She stayed in the living room, wide awake, every light on. Both cameras recording, 3:12 a.m. knock. Knock! She looked at the feed, black screen again. The motion lights didn't turn on. And worse, the knock didn't come from the front door this time. It came from inside the house. She froze, turned toward the hallway. Her bedroom door, in which she always kept shut, was wide open. And the knock echoed again. But it was behind her now, like it was in the walls. She grabbed her phone to call the police, but it powered off the moment she touched it. Battery full 1 minute before. Now dead, no lights. No phone, no sound. Until the third knock. Knock, knock. Knock, she doesn't remember what happened next. Just that she woke up on her kitchen floor hours later. Sunlight coming through the windows. Every door in the house was closed. Everything, exactly where she left it except for one thing. Under her front doormat, pressed into the concrete, was a handprint. Not human, 3 long fingers. One deep smear of dried blood. She moved out the next day. Didn't take anything with her. Started over in another town, hours away. But the knocks didn't stop. 3:12 a.m. every night. And now, it knocks 3 times. But on the third night in her new apartment, 3:12 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. This time, it wasn't coming from the door. It was from her closet. She didn't run, didn't scream. She just stared. Then the knock came again. 3 slow knocks, but softer now, like knuckles against fabric. She opened the door. Nothing was there. Just coats, boxes, silence. But when she stepped back, her light flickered, and her reflection in the mirror didn't move. It stared at her, eyes slightly wider than her own. Mouth just a little too still. She slammed the door. Pushed furniture in front of it. Grabbed her phone and called the only person who might believe her cousin. But when the line connected, a voice answered that wasn't her cousin's. Just one sentence. "You've been hearing me wrong." Then the line went dead. She didn't sleep that night, didn't blink. But at 3:12 a.m. the next night, it knocked again. Not on the closet, not on the door. This time, it knocked on her phone. Her screen glitched, buzzed, then went black. A knock echoed from the speaker. 3 slow knocks. Then a face appeared, just for a frame. Great, smiling. Watching, she dropped the phone. The screen cracked, but the image burned in. She went to the police. They listened politely, took notes, then told her something that shattered her. "Ma'am, you filed a report like this 2 years ago, different address, same time, same story, same name. Only she had no memory of that." She went home, paced her hallway, looked at the walls. The clock ticked, 12 a.m. Knock, knock, knock. She turned, and there was someone at the door. Not outside, standing in the hallway. Same height, same clothes, same face, it looked just like her. But it smiled wider, and it whispered, "You're finally home." Then everything went black. When the apartment manager came in the next morning, the room was empty. No signs of struggle. No tenant record under her name, no boxes. No trace she'd ever moved in.